हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू एसएन एकेडमी। आज के सेशन में हम जानेंगे करंट अफेयर्स के बारे में, नेशनल एंड इंटरनेशनल न्यूज़ इन वन लाइन्स, सो कीप वाचिंग। सो 29 सितंबर 2020 आज पहला न्यूज़ है। हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर मिनिस्टर डॉक्टर हर्षवर्धन हैज़ लॉन्च्ड द ICMR's वैक्सीन वेब पोर्टल एंड नेशनल क्लिनिकल रजिस्ट्री फॉर COVID-19. This vaccine web portal will provide information related to the COVID-19 vaccine development in India and abroad. Second news है, the interim president of Mali, Ba Andour, has named former Malian Foreign Minister Mokhtar Ouane as the new Prime Minister of Mali. Mokhtar Ouane has served as Mali's ambassador to the United Nations from 1995 to 2002 and as foreign minister from 2004 to 2009 during Amadou Toumani Touré's presidency. Important की है, रिपब्लिक ऑफ माली कैपिटल है बोमैको और करेंसी है वेस्ट अफ्रीकन CFA फ्रैंक. Next news, SBI Card has launched its new brand campaign titled Contactless Connection, which aims to spread the message that love and care can be shared even during this difficulties period where social distancing is the norm. Important की है, CEO of SBI Card, Ashwini Kumar Tiwari, and it is founded on October 1998. SBI Card headquarter in Gurugram, Haryana. Next, rating agency ICRA has revised its forecast for the contraction in India's financial year 21 GDP to 11% from its earlier assessment of 9.5%. The reason behind contraction is an increase in growing number of COVID-19 cases in India. Besides, the agency revised its one-year forecast for Q3 financial year 21. Next, Power Finance Corporation Limited (PFC) has signed a performance-based memorandum of understanding with Ministry of Power, Government of India, detailing various targets to be achieved by PFC during fiscal year 2020-21. Government of India has set an ambitious revenue target of rupees 36,000 crores. Important key, Chairman of Power Finance Corporation Limited is Shri Ravinder Singh Dillon. Minister of State for Power is Rajkumar Singh. Next, the Khadi and Village Industries Commission has appointed Sunil Sethi as its advisor. Sunil Sethi is the chairman of the Fashion Design Council of India. He has been appointed for a period of 1 year. He will succeed fashion designer Ritu Beri. Important key, chairman of Khadi and Village Industries Commission is Vinay Kumar Saxena. Next, the Appointments Committee of the Cabinet ACC has appointed P.D. Waghela as the chairman of the Telecom Regularity of India (TRAI). Telecom Regularity of India (TRAI). He will succeed R.S. Sharma, who was as the helm of the sector regulator for 5 years. Important key, Telecom Regularity of India founded on 20th February 1997, Telecom Regulatory of India headquarters in New Delhi. All India Football Federation AIFF Awards 2019-20 has announced. India's men's team goalkeeper Gurpreet Singh Sandhu has won the 2019-20 AIFF Player of the Year awards in men's section. The women's squad's midfielder Sanju Yadav from Haryana has won the 2019-20 AIFF Player of the Year awards in women's category. Some of them are: AIFF Men's Footballer of the Year is Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, Women's Player of the Year Sanju Yadav, Men's Emerging Footballer of the Year Anirudh Thapa, Women's Footballer of the Year Ratanwala Devi. Best Assistant Referee P. Vaira Muthu from Tamil Nadu. Best Referee L. Ajit Kumar Mittei from Manipur. Best Grassroots Development Program West Bengal. Important keys. President of AIFF is Praful Patel. AIFF founded on 23rd June 1937. FIFA affiliation of AIFF on 1948 and headquarters of AIFF in Dwarka, Delhi. Next, the Maharashtra governor has announced the Gan Samragi Lata Mangeshkar Award for the year 2020-21 to veteran female playback singer Usha Mangeshkar. The award is given by the Cultural Development of the state government. The awards includes a cash prize of 5 lakh rupees, a certificate and a memento. Next, International Day of Awareness on Food Loss and Waste Reduction is observed globally on 29 September. This year is the first ever observance of the International Day of Awareness of Food Loss and Waste. It also comes during the global COVID-19 pandemic that has brought about a global wake-up on the need to transform and rebalance the way our food is produced and consumed. The theme for the day was Stop Food Loss and Waste for the People, for the Planet. Next, World Heart Day is observed on 29 September annually to draw people's attention to heart illness and the range of associated health issues. The day, which is celebrated annually, creates awareness of cardiovascular disease (CVD), including heart disease and stroke, and highlights the preventive and control measures. The theme was Use Heart to Beat Cardiovascular Disease. Important keys. World Heart Federation founded on 2000. World Heart Federation headquarters location is Geneva, Switzerland, and the chairman is Rajiv Gupta. Next, the Indian Institute of Technology IIT Madras has successfully developed MOSHIC, an indigenously made microprocessor for the Internet of Things devices. MOSHIC is a processor cum a system on chip that can cater to the rapidly growing Internet of Things, an integral part of smart cities of a digital India. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology funded the MOSHIC project of IIT Madras. It's a microprocessor which was conceptualized, designed and developed at the Pratap Subramaniam Center for Digital Intelligence and Secure Hardware Architecture of the RISE Group, Department of Computer Science Engineering, IIT Madras. Next, ITBP Director General SS Deswal has been given the additional charge of Counter-Terrorism Force National Security Guard (NSG) as its incumbent chief A.K. Singh is going to retire on September 30. This is the second time that Deswal, a 1984 batch Indian Police Service officer, has been directed to lead the NSG in an additional capacity. The NSG was raised as the Federal Contingency Force in 1984 to undertake specific counter-terrorism operations and hijack-like incidents. Next, Assam's first and only woman Chief Minister, Syeda Anwara Taimur, passed away. A four-time Congress MLA beginning with her first election in 1972, Taimur held portfolios like education before becoming Chief Minister for a brief period from December 6, 1980 to June 30, 1981. She was nominated for a Rajya Sabha term in 1988. She joined the All India United Democratic Front in 2011. Next, The Reserve Bank of India has roped in Bollywood megastar Amitabh Bachchan for the customer awareness campaign. The campaign aims to prevent gullible account holders from being duped by fraudsters. As part of the RBI's public awareness initiative, the regulator will keep informing customers about do's and don'ts that have to be followed by them to transact safely and securely. So these are the news from 29 September. Next, 30th September. So the first news is the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development will begin a sanitation literacy campaign SLC in Karnataka to promote literacy on wash in 2000 villages covering 1 lakh rural population. The objective of the campaign is to focus on inculcating significant behavioral changes towards adapting good hygiene and sanitization practices. The campaign will start from October 2 and continue till January 26, 2021. In the past, NABARD also supported the construction of 3.29 crore household toilets, disbursing 27,298 crore rupees across the country. Important key: Chairman of NABARD, that is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, NABARD, is Govinda Rajulu Chintala. Chairman of NABARD is Govinda Rajulu Chintala. Next, the Reserve Bank of India has granted in principle approval to Vakrangi Limited to set up Bharat Bill Payment Operating Unit to handle payment services related to bills. BBPS stands for Bharat Bill Payment Operating Unit. Within principal authorization from RBI, Vakrangi Limited will set up and operate Bharat Bill Payment Operating Unit under the Payment and Settlement System Act 2007 and will now be able to directly handle payment and aggregation of payment services relating to bills under the scope of BBPS. Important key: RBI 25th Governor is Shaktikant Das, headquarters in Mumbai and founded on 1st April 1935, Kolkata. Next, Industrial Development Bank of India, IDBI, become the first to implement the new feature of document embedding facility with letter of credit, LC, that is called letter of credit, or bank guarantee, that is called BG, messages over SFMS, which is called Structured Financial Messaging System platform of Indian Financial Technology and Allied Services, IFTAS, Indian Financial Technology and Allied Services. Next, e-commerce marketplace Flipkart and Bajaj Allianz General Insurance have launched a cyber insurance cover for online financial frauds. The product Digital Suraksha Group Insurance will help customers who want to cover themselves against financial losses caused as a result of cyber attacks, cyber frauds, or other such malicious activities across various online platforms. Customers can opt for a 1-year cover at premiums as low as Rs 183 for a cover of Rs 50,000. Important key: Flipkart headquarter in Bangalore, Karnataka. Flipkart CEO is Kalyan Krishnamurthy. Bajaj Allianz General Insurance CEO is Tapan Singhal and its headquarters in Pune, Maharashtra. Next, Niti Aayog and Embassy of the Netherlands, New Delhi has signed a Statement of Intent, SOI, Statement of Intent, to support the decarbonization and energy transition agenda for accommodating cleaner and more energy. The focus of the partnership is on co-creating innovative technological solutions by leveraging the expertise of the two entities. Important key: Chief Executive Officer of Niti Aayog is Amitabh Kant. Prime Minister of Netherlands is Mark Rutte, and capital of Netherlands is Amsterdam. Currency is euro. Next, Minister of Information and Broadcasting has announced Shekhar Kapoor as the new president of Film and Television Institute of India, FTII, Film and Television Institute of India, FTII Society, and Chairman of FTII Governing Council. His tenure will be till March 3rd, 2023. Shekhar Kapoor, known for films like Masoom, Mr. India, will replace television producer BP Singh. Next, Kerala Tourism's Human by Nature print campaign, bagged the prestigious Pacific Asia Travel Association, PATA, Pacific Asia Travel Association Grand Title winner 2020 for marketing. Human by Nature was a marketing strategy to revive tourism that was hit by the 2018 floods and the Nipah outbreak. Showcasing culture and daily life of the people, it was conceptualized and scripted by Star Communication. The campaign had helped Kerala tourism achieve record growth of 17.2% in tourism arrivals in 2019, the highest in 24 years. The chairman of Pacific Asia Travel Association is Chris Bottrill, and the headquarters is in Bangkok, Thailand. Next, Bollywood actor Sonu Sood has been conferred the prestigious SDG Special Humanitarian Action Award by the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, United Nations Development Programme, on 28 September 2020 during a virtual ceremony. He has received the award for selflessly extending a helping hand and sending lakhs of migrant standard students across geographies abroad back to their homes. Next, the Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize 2020 was announced by the Union Science and Technology Minister Dr. Harsh Vardhan at the Foundation Day celebration of the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research on 26 September. CSIR, Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, on 26 September. The prize is awarded annually for notable and outstanding research, applied or fundamental, for the following disciplines. Here is a list of 14 scientist awards. Biological Sciences, Dr. Shubhadeep Chatterjee and Dr. Vatsala Tirumalai. For Chemical Science, Dr. Jyotirmoy Das and Dr. Subi Jacob George. For Earth, Atmosphere, Ocean and Planetary Sciences, Dr. Abhijit Mukherjee and Dr. Suryendu Datta. For Engineering Science, Dr. Amol Arvindro Kulkarni and Dr. Kinshuk Dasgupta. For Mathematics Science, Dr. U.K. Anandavardhanan and Dr. Rajat Subra Hajra. For Medicine Science, Dr. Bushra Atik and Dr. Ritesh Agarwal. For Physics Science, Dr. Rajesh Ganapati and Dr. Surajit Dhara. Next, BrahMos Surface-to-Surface Supersonic Cruise Missile featuring Indigenous Booster and airframe section along with many other made in India subsystems was successfully flight tested from ITR Balashore in Orissa. It is one more major step in enhancing the indigenous content. The BrahMos land attack cruise missile was cruising at a top speed of Mach 2.8. Important case: Union Minister of Defence Shri Rajnath Singh and the Chairman of Defence Research and Development Organisation Dr. G. Satish Reddy. Next, Raksha Mantri Shri Rajnath Singh launched the Defence India Startup Challenge. Defence India Startup Challenge DISC 4 during the IDEX event. IDEX 4G Initiative and Product Management Approach Guidelines were also launched by the Raksha Mantri during the event. IDEX 4G is a first of its kind initiative launched to support innovations identified by members of the Indian Armed Forces and will bolster frugal innovation ideas from soldiers' field formations. Next, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has launched a book titled A Bouquet of Flowers written by Dr. Krishna Saxena. Dr. Krishna Saxena is the first lady to get a PhD in 1955 from Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. The book has been designed to allow the readers to travel their own journey and arrive at their own very personal realization and be inspired by it. Next, International Translation Day is observed on 30th September every year. The day aims to celebrate the work of language translation professionals which facilitate dialogues, understanding, cooperation, contributing to the development and strengthening world peace and security. The day also marks the feast of Saint Jerome, the Bible translator, who is considered the patron saint of translation. The theme was Finding the Words for a World in Crisis. Next, veteran writer and critic Dr. G.S. Amur passed away. He was proficient in Kannada and English language. He had won many awards including Sahitya Academy Award, Rajyotsava Award and Bharatiya Bhasha Award. Next, veteran songwriter Abhilash passed away. He was best known for the song Itni Shakti Hame Dena Data from the 1986 film Ankush. His real name was Om Prakash. His song has been translated into 8 languages and is played as a prayer song across schools and other institutes even today. Thank you for watching the video. Keep watching.